Hey friends, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a first look at the IQON AG60 frames. Let's go ahead and open them up and start taking a look at it. Alright, so I got these frames from Oak City Skate Shop. I tend to buy a lot of stuff from them just because they have really good customer service and their prices are reasonable and it's supporting kind of mom and pop, and that's something that I really like. Usually everything that I buy out of my own pocket, and the reason for that is because I like doing these unbiased kind of testing of products and checking them out, and so yeah. So all right, let's see. We got a pair of Oak City sunglasses. Got my ILQ Twin Cam 7 bearings, and then I ordered 8-pack of these Apex. I think they were the 5992 millimeter wheels. And then we got the frame right here. Okay, so with the frame, I ordered the white ones. They come in two different colors. The white one is glass reinforced, and then the black ones are the carbon fiber reinforced. I opted for the white ones because I feel like frames on the market these days are just so hard that it's really hard to break them in and wear them in if you're skating at the skate park, which is what I do. So going with something that was even harder and faster, or more hard and robust, just didn't really appeal to me. So I opted for the white ones. I purchased the medium size, so these come in 3 different sizes. And the mediums, I want to say, are 264, which is about the right length for my foot because I ride skates that are about a 275 Mondo. So let's go ahead and open this up. All right, so let's see. Got a little wax in there, a little candy. Some Oak City stickers. Always appreciate stickers. And then, some more stickers. And then we've got some hardware. Let's go ahead and pop this out real quick. So we've got axles, spacers, and the, so these are one-sided. And basically that means that you only need one Allen key when you put them in, and it holds in place, so you don't really need two. It seems like it's a pretty durable material. And then also comes with frame bolts. And this is actually really interesting. So if you look at the top of that, I don't know if you can tell, but it has kind of a hex head. And that means that, to me, what that says is if you strip the Allen wrench, you can use a socket wrench to still get the frame bolts out. Somebody needs to adapt this for frames, axles, because that is awesome. Looks to be about it. Let's see. Oh no, there's a different kind. Okay. So these are, let me pull these out. So supposedly, dropped it. All right, so supposedly, the middle 2 wheels are rockerable about 1 millimeter. So what that means is you can either lift them up 1 millimeter so it rides completely flat, or you can drop it down so you have more of like a little bit of a banana rocker. So this is the spacer, and my understanding is you either orient it vertically, turn it upside down, and that's what raises and lowers the wheels. And so this has a square profile where the outer ones have kind of a round profile for the spacers that push into the frames. So set that aside, and this is the frame itself. Let's see. All right, so this looks really nice quality. You can see that the bottom of the frame has this kind of little bit of a rocker. It's got a nice deep H block with grooves on the side, and those are tight in there. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get that out right now, but it's got these spacers in there that you supposedly can change kind of the color on here, but it's packed in there really tight, so I'm gonna have to work on popping that out. All right, so one thing I wanted to do with these frames also is give you guys kind of a comparison on how big or small these are compared to other frames. So I've got these kind of sorted from tallest frame down to the shortest frame, and the actual shortest frame that I have is the Kaiser Fluid 4s, but that's what I'm currently skating on my factions. So the next size up is Create Originals, Balance 2, and then Featherlight 3, 50/50 prime frames, and then the AG60, and then of course the Wish medium frames. Now, one thing I'm not going to talk about today is, even though the frames are taller, the spacing or the placement of the axles isn't really consistent across all the frames. So what that means is, depending on what wheel size you're riding, that can impact the ride height, but that's not really something I'm going to get into today. So as you can see, the AG60 basically falls in between the 50/50 prime frame and the Wish medium frame. And the sidewall actually sits a little higher than the Wish frame, but the H block of the Wish frame sticks out a little higher, so that means it's going to be lower to the ground for you. And then, it does extend up a little higher than what the 50/50 is, which I'm kind of surprised, because the 50/50 frame is what this one was based off of, so I thought it would be almost exactly like the same profile. And then when you look at the width of the H block, it's really about the same as the 50/50 frame. And then, with the groove on the side, it really is close to the 50/50 prime frame. It just doesn't have the metal core. So I think that looks really, really good. I'm excited to try it. So one thing to note is, on the side here, it's got kind of a JT, and that's because IQON collaborated with Justin Thursday, who made prime wall frames for the 50/50 frames, and they basically worked out and adapted one of his profiles to a frame itself. So I was really excited to try these, because I've been wanting to try flat frames, but I have yet to find anything that works for me. I owe you guys a review on these Wish frames, so I really need to do that. Yeah, so super excited about that collaboration, and this looks like it had a really good profile. So this frame holds up to flat 60mm wheels, and that includes the rockers. So I mean, that's a pretty decent size for me anyway. I don't really like skating anything over 60mm, just because it doesn't feel good for me anyway. So next thing, I want to go ahead and try popping in a couple wheels in this, because I've heard some people really have struggles. So let me go ahead and get a couple wheels with bearings set up, and then we'll try popping them in. Alright, so I've got a couple wheels set up. I know I've been burning through this pretty quick. I just got home from my mom's funeral in Wyoming, and wanting to get ready for the Mile High battle, which is starting shortly, but really wanted to put this out there. So if I missed anything, or if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a comment, and I'll be happy to answer it. So let's go ahead and pop in a couple of the wheels. Alright, so there we go. So not too bad, 2 wheels. I have this spreader tool that can help sometimes when you have wheels or frames that are troublesome to get in, especially middle wheels. But yeah, overall looks really good. One thing to point out is, even with 59mm wheels, you can't really access the frame bolt, if you can see that. So that means you're going to have to pop out middle wheels just to be able to put them on. But I think that looks like a good setup. Here's kind of a side-by-side comparison with the 50/50 frame, just so you can get an idea for size. I think that's going to about wrap it up for today. Overall, excited to try these. It's probably going to be tomorrow or next weekend before I can really get out and skate them, but be on the lookout for just kind of a first session video on them. Thanks all for checking in. We'll catch you next time.